And we'll begin. All right. So let's do some moving and stretching and breathing. Hello, hello. We're going to do some stretching, breathing. We're going to start practice today with some sounds. So I was just listening to an article on my teacher is from India, and even though there's a lot of stuff that goes on in India, like a lot of everywhere, but it seems like there's less depression in India, and he likened it to chanting. He said their culture chants a lot, saying certain Sanskrit sounds. And it's a way to get the anxiety out of the body. Even if we sing, if we chant, that helps us to get rid of anxiety. So we're going to start today with chanting the 3 different sounds of Om, and then we'll do it all together. But let's just start with finding a nice tall spine. You can move and shake a little bit, shake off your morning or the day that's so far. Yeah, just move the body. That also helps us to get rid of anxiety and these emotions that just tend to cling on to us, like jellyfish sometimes and sting us. Yeah, and relax. And then we're going to bring the palms up on our lap. And let's just float our eyes closed and arrive in this space, the sacred space of our practice of yoga. Just have a nice sense of gratitude that you brought yourself here today. But sometimes it takes a lot to get to yoga class. And so just grateful that you are here. Good. And let's take a breath in through the nose and just let it go out the mouth. Nice sigh. And again, breathe in. Relax the belly as you breathe in and let it go. The belly back as you breathe out. And relax. And again, we're going to breathe in, and as we exhale, we're going to exhale with the sound of ah. So let's take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, exhale the sound of ah. Just as long as you can, carry that sound. And then relax. And the next sound will be ooh when we breathe out. So let's take a nice breath in and exhale the sound ooh. Feel the vibration as you verbalize the exhale. Relax. And finally, we're going to hum. So our lips are just lightly together, and we're just going to hum the exhale breath. So take a nice breath in and you're humming it out. Feel the vibration in your head, your lips, and relax. And now we're going to combine all 3. Yes. So it'll sound something like ow as you breathe out. Yeah, just combining them just easily. Let's take a nice big breath in and exhale that sound of Om. Relax. Just do 2 more with that combined sound, and it can sound just like Om too. Take a nice breath in. And relax. And take 1 more breath in. And just sit quietly with your eyes closed. Just observing the sensations of that sound. Yeah, observing if you feel any different, feel lighter, freer, more grounded. Something to contemplate and play around with. And now when you're ready and feel complete, you can gently float the eyes open. So yeah, so they say that when there's rockets that go up into space and they record sounds in outer space, they say that that sound Om, which is that combination of Au and M, is the sound of all the sounds in outer space that have been recorded. So basically what that's doing is we're plugging in to the universe when we make that sound. Yeah, so it's something nice to do for yourself. First thing in the morning, if you want to sit up and take a few breaths and start the day with Om, it's a great way to start the day. All right, we can bring the hands wherever they're comfortable, hands on your lap. Keep a nice tall spine. And we're going to start to move the body a little bit. So take a nice breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Relax the head forward. Feel the stretch down the back of your neck. So we say this all the time when you're walking, and I'll try to remember to mention it. When you're walking and your head is jutted forward, you feel that strain on your back, right? That stretch, that strain all the way down the back. And so when we have our head forward too often, too much, it can create back issues, right? Because there's a lot of weight pulling forward. Yeah, and then press into your feet on an inhale breath, lift the head up, and then lift the chin up. And one more time, exhale, we're just gonna gently tuck the chin again. And we're gonna begin some circles with our head. So inhale, roll your head slowly over to the right and up. And slowly over to the other side. Now, always feel free to soften your gaze. Here, do a couple more. You can close your eyes. Take inventory of how your neck is feeling today. Yeah. Nothing should be uncomfortable, so don't make as big as circles. Don't go as far back if anything's uncomfortable. And the next time that your head comes forward, pause, and then reverse. Let's go the opposite direction. Notice there's a part of your neck that's feeling like there's a little kink there, a little stiffness. Slow down in that spot. Just give it some tender, loving care. Next time the head comes forward, pause and slowly lift the head back up. Relax the arms down. Just let the weight of the arms relax your shoulders down. Press into your feet and lift your shoulders slowly up towards your ears. Feel that. This always feels so nice on my back, right? It's stretching the spine. And exhale, release. As my chiropractor always said, gravity is not our friend when it comes to our physical body, other than keeping us on the earth. Though it would be kind of fun to be floating around, wouldn't it? Yeah. And roll out the shoulders. Everything draws down. So yoga helps us to reverse that gravitational pull on all of our ligaments and joints and muscles a little bit. Yeah, and relax. No, good. Let's just shake, 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 shake again. Yeah. Just a little bit. Shake your legs, blink your eyes, shake your head. Take a couple breaths here and just verbalize that. Yeah, and if you don't like or don't feel like you want to do Om, just we talk about that all the time, right? Just verbalizing your exhale breaths to help get rid of that, the Grinch, I guess the Grinch always said, bah, humbug. So I guess you could do that if you want to this time of year. But just, verbalizing, though being mindful of not offending anybody, so you want to not verbalize everything, right? Be mindful, but just letting out our anxiety, our tension, our fears, all of that. Just makes us lighter. Good. All right, so scoot forward in our chair a little bit, hands on our thighs. Good, take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, look up. And exhale, just slide your hands to the front of your knees and drop your head. A little mini cat pose. Yeah. Press into your feet and slowly bring the body back up, slide the hands up. And then exhale, slide forward with the hands, drop the head. Let's pause here. And just slowly shake the head side to side, left to right. And just releasing the tension in the neck and the upper shoulders. Yeah. And come back to center, press into your feet and slowly lift the heart as the hands slide up. Yeah. And pause here. We're going to bring our hands to prayer position. We're going to do seated breath of joy. So we're going to, on an inhale breath, press into your feet, reach your arms just gently out and up. Nice and easy. Lift the heart, look up. And then as you exhale, gently curl your arms in and just give yourself a gentle little hug and drop your head. Yeah. Do that a couple times, following our breath. Inhale, blossom open, look up. Remind ourselves we're part of this universal energy. And exhale, if you want to bring the opposite arm on top and just give yourself just an easy, gentle little hug. Yeah. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, reach up, look up, stretch up. Exhale, curl in. Good. And last one, inhale. And out, look up. Let's pause here and just reflect again on all the accomplishments and the challenges that you made your way through this past year. And you did it, as I said, you did it. And then exhale and curl in. Yeah. And then slowly lift the head back up. And exhale, release the arms down. Yeah. Yes, each year, each day is different. Each day brings challenges, it brings pleasant things, and that's just how it rolls. And most of the time, if you really reflect back, most of the days are more about pleasant. They feel more pleasant than they do unpleasant. It may not feel that way if you've had a huge challenge this past year, because we exaggerate that, right? The negative, we tend to exaggerate that, which is, understandable. But know that there's little bits of joy, even in the darkest times. It's what this holiday, Hanukkah and Christmas is all about. In the darkest times, there's all these little lights that light up and that give us such joy. Yeah. So in the following year, we'll look for those little lights each and every day. All right, so we're gonna have hands on thighs again, nice tall spine. And take a breath in, and as you exhale, focus on your hip joints and drop your bellies. We're gonna just fold in half, keep the spine straight, and just lay your belly on your thighs and come forward as far as is comfortable on your body. Yeah, and then press into your hands and slowly bring the body back up. Good. And now we're going to bring our hands again back into prayer position. We're going to do a little twist here, a little prayer twist. So elbows float out a little bit. You're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to turn over to the left. And you're going to take your right elbow and just lay it onto your right thigh. And lift your left elbow up. And you can look over at that left elbow that's available to you. If you're feeling like you want a little bit deeper twist, you can float your right elbow onto the left thigh. But if that at all feels like a strain on your back, then don't do that, right? Just come to that right side. Good. We're gently pressing our palms into each other. Yeah, good. And then relax the hands. Yes, they're still in prayer. You're going to press into your feet. Slowly lift the body straight back up. And then slowly rotate your body back forward. Good. Relax your elbows down, interlace your hands, and just move your hands and your wrists around. Yeah. Sometimes in this cold weather, it's our fingers that my fingers get really, for some reason, they get chillier now that I'm older, my fingertips. Whatever, everything's going south. Let's just embrace it. Yeah, shake out your fingers. And bring your hands back to prayer. Float your elbows back up. We're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to turn out. Just pivot at your waist over to the right. Take your left elbow and slowly see if you can just lay it onto that left thigh. And once you land, lift the right elbow up. Gently press into your palms. Press that right hand into the left. And look at the right elbow if that feels okay. And breathe. We're just getting a little twist in our intestines, our intestinal tract. Yeah, gut, liver. Good. And relax. Press into your feet. Use your feet. Press them into the floor to slowly bring the body back up. Good. Once all the way up, then slowly turn your body back forward and release the hands down. Just shake them out. Shake out your arms, your head. Wiggle your shoulders gently. Yeah, just release that tension in the body. Good. All right. So we're gonna come into a little pancake twist. We're gonna bring one hand on top of the other. Yeah, good. And then we're gonna inhale and exhale. So just gliding side to side. Again, just gently moving our spine. Nothing should be uncomfortable. Yes. Inhaling, exhaling. And one more. And just keeping that spine mobile and bringing the body back forward and release. Good. All right. So coming into our our thigh strengthening here. So finding our nice tall spine, we're gonna hold onto the sides of our chair here. Yeah, and we're gonna tuck this low belly back. Maybe even bring your fingers there. So sometimes it's hard to isolate this area, right? We say, well, I think I feel it, right? But so you find your navel and about 2 inches below your navel. Yeah, draw that back towards your back spine. Yeah. And so that's our core. That's our core engaging there. Yeah. And then release the hands. You can hold on to your chair or not. We're going to take our right leg here. We're going to lift it up and we're going to extend the heel forward just gently. And then we're going to rebend the knee and release the right foot. Back just a little bit. Yeah. And again, now we're going to do the other side. So lift the foot up just a little bit. Push the heel forward. Rebend and release. So you don't want to feel any of this in your back. That's what this core is about. If we can really start to use that core, it'll alleviate a lot of low back pain. There's an epidemic of low back pain in our society. Yeah. So really getting into that core and our thighs. These are one of the biggest muscles in our body, our thighs. So we want to keep those strong. So lift the right foot, extend, rebend, release. Lift the left, extend, rebend, and release. Lift right and extend and rebend. So you can follow along or you can take a break. Left, extend, rebend, release. One more round here. Right up, and extend, and let's hold. Yeah, tug that low belly in. Hold, hold, hold as long as you can. You can always drop the heel down. Oh yeah, and rebend and release. Ooh, take a break. There. Well, let's do the one more side, the left. So knee up, extend and hold. Breathe. Don't stop breathing. Just isolate your focus on this thigh that's holding up the weight of your leg. Let it hold it up. Let it hold it up as long as you can. Yeah. And then rebend and release. Yeah. Ha and relax. So we can keep our muscles strong and stretched. Even if we can't mobilate a lot, walk a lot, there are ways of keeping these muscles working. Yes, for our stability. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to make our way to, feel free to stay here. We're going to make our way to standing. So we need these muscles, right, to stand and sit all the time. Yeah. So leading with our chest, pushing your heart forward and up, and just get that momentum as you push your heart forward and lift your heart up. And let's come to our stand. Nice. All right. Let's come to the back of our chair. So sometimes, for me anyway, my body, when I'm sitting for a while and I stand up, it's like, wow, everything is kind of stiff in my hips. So what I typically do is stand up and just wiggle around and move around a little bit. Yeah, wiggle your hips and get the body, the brain saying, oh yes, okay, now you're standing. So yeah, let's just get those muscles fired up here. Yeah, to keep us up. Good. All right. And now you may need your chair. So if your chair is in front of you, you can use it, or the chair is at the side. So we're just going to do a little walking on our feet, right? So feet about hip distance apart, whatever is naturally what happens when you stand, right? And then we're going to come up onto our toes and drop our heels and lift the toes and just try to rock forward and back, feeling all sides of your feet. Yeah, the balls, the heels, the outsides of your feet. Yeah, and can just be a little bit. You can just rock the weight forward and back, or you can lift the toes and lift the heels. Keep a nice tall spine. Keep the gaze forward. Again, if you drop the head forward and look at the ground all of the time, yeah, that's a lot of pressure on the back. And relax, good, and wiggle it out. So in that, you feel like you really need to use your toes, right? Whenever you're walking and are upright, the use of your toes, that's what they're there for. They're there to balance our brain, our weight, right? And keep us upright. And they're little sensors in the toes sending signals to the brain saying, okay, I've got this body. Yeah. And so let's just wiggle out the feet. Wiggle them out a little bit. Yeah. Good. And we're going to just come to a stand. So today's our stability and walking. Just a simple little tip, but as you're walking, just in your mind, keep an idea of hitting heel toe, right? So we can just start. Let's even back up a little bit and just take a couple steps forward and have your heel strike first and then toe, right? Heel to the ball of your foot. Yeah. So just be aware of what your feet are doing when you're just simply walking. Yeah, a lot of times the flat foot, some people are the whole foot hits at the same time, and that doesn't work your body and your skeleton, and that heel toe again sends signals to the brain to say this body is walking, let's keep it upright. Yeah, so that's a simple little thing to try to remember if you can. Yeah. All right, so let's just find our mountain pose here. Let's just move a little bit faster. So coming to lifting the heels. Maybe if you're feeling it, maybe you come into a march. Nice tall spine. Yeah, good. And then if you feel like it, maybe you can come to a little faster march. Feel free to walk forward and back. Again, using heel toe here. Walking forward and back. Yeah, good. Come back to the same spot, and maybe you bring the legs out of the feet out a little wider and march side to side. Good. Feeling the difference with the different muscles firing, the outsides of your thighs, your glutes. Yeah. Slowly start to narrow it back. Find your march again. If you're feeling like you want to expend more energy today, just march a little faster. Yeah, if you're feeling like I have enough, just slow it down. Yeah. And just for 15 more seconds here, just moving the body. Yeah. Good. And slow it down. And let's come to Tadasana. All right, so in Tadasana, yes, we want that chin back slightly, that belly, that low belly, that 2 inches below your navel tucked back. Palms are forward. Kneecaps gently lift. And let's just let the breath and the heart rate come down to resting heart rate. Yeah, and just staring straight ahead. Yes. So again, our tendency is, you know, to try to walk forward, and we want to try to keep our spine lifted as we walk. And you can look down, right? But just have that posture as you walk. Yeah, and relax. All right, so let's just take our arms and bring them out to the side and bend the elbows. Yeah, so we're coming here into cactus pose. Good. All right, see how that feels. See if you can relax your shoulders. Good. And the elbows are about in line with the shoulders, if that's available to you. If not, if they can be a little lower. Good. And take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly bring your fingers, let your fingers drop forward. Yes, good. And then take a breath in. And as you exhale, see if they will comfortably go a little bit lower. Relax the shoulders, just go slow. So we're just stretching, nice little gentle stretch for our shoulders. Good. And then slowly start to bring the fingers back up. That's a little more challenging. Halfway. And then slowly see if you can come back into that goalpost. Nice. Good. And release the arms, that little elbows down, and release the hands down. And roll out the shoulders. Good. Relax the arms down. And now we're going to take the elbows out to the side. And we're going to start to lift the elbows up. Yeah, just into the scarecrow again. We'll just come at this at a different angle. Yeah, relax your shoulders back and down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just release them down again. Good. And roll out the shoulders. Nice. All right, relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, float your arms now out to the side. Yes, and we're going to flip the palms up. And we're going to bend the elbows and bring your fingertips onto your shoulders. And relax the shoulders. Just massage your shoulders out a little bit. Good. Relax the shoulders back and down. Slowly bring the elbows forward. Lift the elbows up and out and back and down. Good. Nice slow circles. Just do about 3 in one direction, and then pause at the bottom, and then reverse. This is such nice movement for the shoulders. And again, You can do tiny little circles. Just do it to your range of motion. Yes. You don't have to do what I do or anybody else. Yeah. Good. And the next time the elbows come down, release and relax the hands down. Good. And roll out those shoulders. Shake out the hands. Good. All right. Here we may need our, actually, let's come into a little forward fold here. So finding our mountain pose again and sliding your hands back, interlace your hands behind your back and bring your fingertips down. Little Kali Mudra. So this is a mudra. A mudra is, little movements with your fingers that direct energy to certain parts of your body. Yes, and this Kali Mudra helps us to get rid of the tension in our body, to release it. Yeah. So take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, stretch the shoulders back. As you exhale, soften your knees, start to slide your hips back and just hinge at your hips and just come as far as is comfortable on your body, looking down at the floor. Yeah, good. And you can lift your arms up off your back a little bit and point your fingers towards the back wall, or you can keep your arms resting on your back. Yeah, so just opening our shoulders, getting a little blood flow. If it feels okay on your head, you can drop your head down. I'm having the dizzies today, so I'm going to just keep looking at the floor and breathe. Yeah, for 2 and 1. If your arms are up, on your next exhale breath, relax your hands back onto your back and start to press your fingertips towards the floor. So as your fingertips reach towards the floor, your body will start to come up until we just come up to a stand and then lift the head. Good. And release the arms and shake it out. All right, so we're going to get a little balance challenge here with our side bend today. So we're going to do, you can have your chair in front of you here. Yes. And we're going to start with the right foot. And if it's available to you, 3 options. You can just stay here for the side bend. You can bring your right foot forward, or you can cross it over to the left side. Yeah. And you want to have that left knee bending a little bit into the right leg, so it's not hyperextending back. Right. So here you're off center, right? So you're going to be feeling a little wobble. Yes, and that's okay. You can be holding onto your chair. Good. And then we're going to reach the right arm up towards the sky. Good. And take a nice breath in here. And as you exhale, again, the arm can be cactus, depending on how open your shoulder feels. And then as you exhale, reach up and lean over. Oh, I need my chair to hold on to. Yeah, lean over to the left. So stretching that right arm up and over a little bit. Yes, and if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, you can release the hand off the chair and just reach your left fingertips towards the floor. Yeah, good. And then if you want to turn your gaze and look underneath your right arm, that also enhances the challenge of the balance. And breathe. Yes, for 2. Notice the wobble, embrace the wobble. That's good practice. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up with that right arm. Release the right arm slowly down. Good. And either holding back onto your chair or simply just bringing that right foot back next to the left. Good. And wiggle it out, shake it out. Good. Such a great thing. It's stretching our side body, stretching our spine, giving us that balance challenge. Yeah, even strengthening our legs. So same thing on this side, well, or different, yes. So you can just stay in mountain legs. You can bring the left foot forward. That's also a challenge of balance, or crossing it over. Yeah. And again, tendency here is for that right knee to draw back. So press that right knee gently into the left leg so that there's a little bend in it. Good. Holding onto your chair here if you'd like. Yeah. Maybe reach that left arm up now, or cactus. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, reach out, up and over. Good. And then again, if you feel pretty stable here, you want to do a little bit of a challenge, you can release that right arm towards the floor. Yeah. And if you want more, you can turn your gaze, look underneath that left arm and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Enjoying the moment. Yes, enjoying the challenge. Happy that your body can even be here. And then inhale, slowly make your way out. Slowly bring that hand back up. Release that left arm down. Good. And then slowly uncross or bring feet back to hip distance apart. Good. And wiggle it out. It might feel nice. Just wiggle the knees, wiggle the lower legs. Good. Let's bring our legs a little bit wider apart and soften our knees. Hands on hips. And let's stretch the hips by making some circles here. Just releasing the tension. If you built up any in that, stretch. Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Yeah. So just as a reminder, I know I do this fairly regularly, but the obstacles that can cause a fall, and again, 100% of the time, so we're going to just keep your chair at the side here. We're going to be just doing a line drill. So falls are never intentional. They're always an accident, right? And so it's just conditioning the brain-body connection that helps with either preventing a fall, or if you do, allowing you to catch yourself a little bit more or just get less injured. Yeah. And so some of the easy things, but we have them all around, especially this time of year when we're bringing out all of our decorations maybe, is looking at your space that you walk around in. And area rugs are not our friends as we get older, because they're cute and they look nice, but there's a tendency to trip over them, right? And if you have a big area rugs, like I have a couple here, you want to get that, there's this little sticky tape and you can bring it along the edge so you don't, if you catch the rug, it doesn't flip up and cause an injury, right? And just wires, just making sure that there's no wires around. Night lights at night, make sure that you have, either motion sensor or some kind of night light if you tend to get up a lot during the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Yeah, that. Little pets, which are beautiful for our heart, but they get caught up. I have a client of mine who had a little dog and she took a horrible fall because he just got tangled up in her feet. So just being mindful of where your little doggy is or kitty, yeah, is a good idea. And then lastly, make sure that you have a phone handy next to your bed. Yes, I mean, those things that we wear are also amazing because they're with us wherever we go. And so that's a really nice thing to think about. Yeah, just some of these things to think about. All right, we're going to practice a little balance. So a eye-foot coordination here. Yeah, and if you have hardwood floors, it's kind of a good thing, vertically, but getting a pretend line in front of you, keeping a nice tall spine. Yes. And then we're just going to step to one side of this pretend line and then the other side as you move forward. One side and the other side. Yeah. If you have tape, you can put tape on the floor. That's a little exotic. But yeah, there's patterns, and then come back to center and let's just walk back. So that's a really nice way to practice, right? That foot-eye coordination. Good. And then if you want to do a little bit more of a challenge on your pretend line, you can do it on the balls of your feet, stepping side to side as you come forward. So follow along with me on your pretend line. Yeah, good. Just take a few steps. Yeah, and then come back. Yes, very gently come back. Yes, walking backwards is also a balance challenge. Yeah, and then if you want to take it another step further, you can come to the balls of your feet, coming side to side on the balls of your feet. And kind of a little balance. You see that it's a little bit more challenging there. Take a few steps, make your way slowly back. And then if it's available to you on your body, doing a little hop to either side. Yeah, so you can either take it side to side, however it felt nice for you, or if you want to just practice that hopping from one side to the other. Yeah. See how that goes. Yeah, over that line. Yeah, and I know it feels pretty simple, but it's really a nice foot-eye coordination to help us. And let's shake it out. Yeah, let it go. All right, we're gonna bring our feet a little bit wider apart again. We're gonna soften our knees. Yeah, good. And just rock your hips side to side here. Good. Stretching the inner thighs. Good. And then when you come to one side, you're gonna pause and take a few breaths there. Have a nice tall spine, looking forward. Yeah, knee is soft. And then slide over to the other side. Good. And slowly come back. Good. And we're gonna bring our feet now at a little bit of an angle. And we're gonna bring our arms and hands into fists. Yeah. And we're gonna do basically speed skater here. So we're just gonna be drawing our body side to side. And as we straighten the leg, we're gonna bring the arms over to the other side. So as your speed, like a speed skater. So just take this to wherever it feels comfortable on your body. Yeah. Just little lunges side to side, as if we're an Olympic speed skater. And again, be aware of if anything is feeling uncomfortable, bring the body a little bit more up. Maybe you just go side to side and don't bend the knees. Yeah, and one more. It's our little speed skater. Yeah, and relax. Bring the hands down. Yes, bring the body back up. Bring the feet forward. And then toe and heel and toe and heel. Yeah. And then just rock forward and back. And just notice if, having practiced a little bit of balance, if as you do this when we stood up, feels a little more familiar, a little easier. So shift that weight. This is because we practiced a little bit, turned the brain on a little bit. Yeah, and relax. Good. All right. Let's bring our feet to hip distance apart. Palms are forward. We're just going to do a little back bend before we sit down. So we're going to take your hands and bring them onto your sacrum. Yes, your top of your glute muscles there. Good. And stretch the elbows back. Soften the knees. Lift the heart. Look up slightly and breathe. Yes, just find your breath. Nice open heart. And looking up. Into a little modified standing camel pose. Good. And when you're ready, on your next exhale breath, relax everything. Yes. Gently slide your hands down the back of your glutes and slowly straighten the knees and bring the hands back forward. Good. And relax. And we're going to make our way to our chairs, opening up our hips a little bit. Yeah. So again, coming to the front of your chair. Again, whenever you want to practice, just sit and stand 2 or 3 times. Today we'll just sit down. Yes. So try sending your hips back. Again, pressing your hands into your outside thighs and your thighs into your hands to engage these muscles. And just start to slowly make your way down towards the seat. Yeah, you can come halfway, pause there. Maybe fish for the front of your chair. Keep those thighs engaged. Yeah, press into your toes a little bit and just softly come to a seat. Hoping that's feeling a little bit better. We're gonna find ourselves at the front of our chair here. Really good. All right, take a nice breath in. Nice work up there, everyone. Yeah, and sometimes, like I said, some things might feel a little like, this is kind of easy. But when we're going, anytime we're moving our body in different directions, then our brain is is used to. That's such great work. All right, let's come into a little twist here. So we're gonna lift the right leg up. Let's do a couple rotations for our little toes here and the opposite direction. And let's come to crossing our right leg over our left. Yes, that doesn't feel comfortable on your body. Hopefully by now you know just to cross easily at your ankles. Yeah, good. So here or here, making sure that we lift the heart, reach the shoulders back, relax the arms down. Lift the heart, look forward, press into your left foot as you reach your arms forward and up, just easily forward and up. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, relax and slowly turn at your waist. Yeah, it's to the right. And then release your arms down. And bring the left forearm to the outside of the right thigh. Bring your right hand onto the back of your chair, the palm pressing down gently into the seat of your chair and just elongating your spine. Have a nice tall spine. Good. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, press into that left forearm or hand onto the outside of that right thigh and slowly turn your gaze to the right as far as your neck will allow. And breathe into your belly. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. So as a reminder, every time we do these twists, it's really nice for our spine, but it's also really good for our gut and releasing toxins in the gut. And again, as we tend to eat differently and drink differently during this time, sometimes it's good to have this tool. On your next exhale breath, relax that right hand, relax the body and the shoulders. Start to turn your head forward. Yeah, so body's relaxed now. And then slowly make your way forward. Well, it's a pretty deep twist, so you want to do that coming out slowly. Now here with this right leg, we're gonna go right into a hip opener. So sliding that leg, that knee up and to wherever it's comfortable, either the shin or the ankle or even the foot. Yes, resituating this left foot so that it's directly perpendicular to the floor. Yeah, and if you are crossed here, you might want to put the outside of your right foot on top of the left to allow a little more opening up in this right hip. Yes, good. I am so tight today. Here, you can lift that toe if you're up here. And simply by lifting your heart and lifting your gaze, that could be enough of a stretch on this right hip. If you want to go further, take a breath in and exhale, press your belly forward. Yes. Yeah, keep your chest lifted, keep your gaze lifted, and just hinge forward to find your range of motion, right? Your sweet spot. Good. When you found that, then go ahead and relax the head forward. If you're feeling like you want more, you can lay your forearms onto that right lower leg. Yeah. And breathe. And feel free also to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Notice where you feel tight. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, consciously allow the body to relax. The shoulders, the right hip, the jaw, your fingers. Just notice what's gripping and see if with each exhale breath, you can just relax and open and relax. Okay. Big breath though. All right, on your next inhale breath, find your left toes. Gently press your toes and your foot into the floor as you slowly unhinge. Bring your body back up. Good. And if your leg is up here, just help to guide it off that left leg. Yeah, and relax. So that's something, if you could do that every day, that would be so good to keep those hips open. They get so tight so quick. Let's do the other side. So inhaling and lifting that left thigh into your belly and circles. You can keep the toe on the floor. Yes, shoulders are back though, chest is lifted. Good. And then experiment here. We're gonna either cross the leg over, if that feels okay. This is a nice stretch actually for this side sciatic and a glute muscle. Yeah, and if this isn't working, then you just cross at your ankles here. Good. So find your legs, making sure that this right knee leg is not caving forward on the way to the left. If it is, cross at your ankles. Relax your arms down. Good. On an inhale breath, float your arms forward and up. Yes, stretch up. Good. Exhale, relax, and slowly start to pivot at your waist over to the left. And then relax your arms down. Right. So the outside of the right forearm or right hand to the outside of the left thigh. The left palm presses down onto the back of your chair. And just find a nice tall spine with a little bit of that left arm almost becomes a second spine. Yeah, take a breath in. As you exhale, just turn and look to the left here. And find your belly breath, a few belly breaths. Breathing in and out. Just enjoying this beautiful stretch. It's time that you exhale, relax the body. Yes, and slowly bring the head back forward. Good. And then release your arm, that left arm, and slowly bring your body back forward here. And keeping a nice tall spine, let's sit up for our hip opener on this side. So sliding the leg up to the ankle or foot or shin, making sure that it's comfortable to have a nice tall spine. If this is too much pull for you, please take care of yourself and bring the outside of the foot, the shoe on top of the right shoe, and just let this left leg drop open. Yes, so you're here or here. And then lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Nice tall spine. Take a breath, and you can lift that left toe up, feeling a nice little more stretch. And then on an exhale breath, start to press the belly forward. And just notice the difference on either side. You feel more open on this side, maybe a little more tight on this side. Yeah. And release the gaze down towards the floor. You can close the eyes, find your breath. And if you feel like you want more, you can lay your forearms on that lower left leg if you're crossed up top. Find breath. And as you exhale, find the areas that you're tensing. Typically the shoulders, melt the shoulders down, and jaw, fingers, of course the hip. Just see with each exhale breath if you can relax a little bit more, a little bit more. Bring a little smile to your face, engaging the smile mudra. So important to send a signal to the brain. Good. All right, when you're ready, just find your right toes and your right foot. Press down into your right foot to slowly bring the body back up. Yes, and then guide this left leg off the right. Good, and relax. Nice work. Just shake out the legs, shake out the hands. Just let the body be nice and loose and relaxed. Yeah, and we'll make our way into final relaxation. So scooting your body, your hips all the way to the back of your chair. Palms are up on your lap. Make sure you're comfortable. Put a sweater on, a shawl, a blanket. Feel free to lay down on the floor. But take about, 30 seconds or so to make yourself comfortable. And then close your eyes. Good. And take a nice breath in. And let it go. We're going to start to relax the body. Another breath in. And breathe out. Just find complete relaxation now. Allowing the body to find stillness. Scanning the body for any tension, the shoulders, the arms, the jaw, your back, your hips. Just let them all soften. The legs, your feet. And take a breath in. And as you slowly exhale the breath, allow all of those body parts to just relax and soften. And feel your body just get light. It's like a cloud. Notice any thoughts. And just allow them to be there. Or release them to the universe. Just let them get big. Like clouds, just allow the thoughts to come and float by. Bring a little smile mudra to your face. And just for one more minute, just be here. Letting go a little more with each gentle exhale breath. Letting go a little bit more each time. Notice how you feel. And take a gentle breath in and let it go. Feel free to remain here if you'd like. And should you choose to come back now into this space and time, slowly begin to move the body, wiggling the toes, fingers, swaying the body side to side, keeping the eyes closed, finding stillness in the body now. Bringing your hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. We're going to end practice today with the sound of Om. One more. So take a cleansing breath in and breathe out. Now take a nice big breath in for the sound of Om. Om. Bowing your forehead to your fingertips, relaxing the shoulders. Closing with this. Walk like a cloud while having the gentle sense that everyone and everything belongs to you. When you're feeling ready and complete, at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this beautiful day. Have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your week, and namaste.